Hello, survivors of the nuclear apocalypse, cadets of Atom. Welcome back to Atom RPG and playing hardball. So we are here in Krasnoznameni and we want to talk with this lady with her revolver. Oh, she looks familiar, doesn't she? In front of us stands a woman in a wide-brimmed hat and washed-out shirt. She's staring dreamily into the distance, which clearly signifies a longing for adventure. Her sunburned skin and bruised, calloused hands tell of years of hard labor. Oh, noticing us, she gives us a short nod. Welcome to Krasnoznameni. Good day to you too. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Oh, yes, thank you. Do you like the city? The woman snorts and glances around. That's an interesting question. I've been to many places and Krasnoznameni is not the worst place I've lived in. But it's not the best either. The police are corrupt, of course, but they're not murderers. The residents are friendly but won't hug you to death. As for the civil authorities, again, I've seen worse. I see. And where are you from? My family comes from the city of Fargate on the Black Sea. It's a picturesque place, but dangerous too. And what places have you visited so far? Oh, many. Trudograd, the mountain pass of Woos, Vladikavkaz, Makhachkala. Too many places to name them all. I saw the world before I settled here. I see. And how long do you plan to stay here? How long? That's what we have to find out. At the moment, I have no intention of leaving. But maybe if the weather is good, I'll take ship for Fargate to see my father and sisters, although they are going to visit Krasnoznameni soon too. I see. Well, thanks for the story. Let's change the subject. Sure, be my guest. Can I ask you some questions? I suppose I could answer some of your questions. Fire away. Is there anything interesting in the city in the way of entertainment? From time to time I pay a visit to the suburban tavern. You can also play dice and have a drink or two at the local casino. The video theater and Abraham's bookshop offer food for your soul. But if carnal pleasures interest you more, there's a real brothel too. Thanks for the advice. Can I ask another question? And what do? You look like an adventurer. Is it so obvious? Well, you are right. Before settling in Krasnoznameni, I herded cows along the dangerous route through the mountain pass of Woos. Many of the local residents avoid that place like the plague, but there are no bigger or greener pastures than in those unfriendly lands. Interesting. And what made you settle in Krasnoznameni? My family owns one of the biggest herds in our part of the Wasteland. When it turned out we needed someone in Krasnoznameni to deal with bureaucratic formalities, I was chosen to settle here. Crap. Sometimes I wish I could deal with all these officials and flunkies the way I dealt with gangsters in the eastern steppes. The woman snatches a shining revolver out of her holster, twirls it adroitly on one finger and slides it back in one smooth motion, grinning. Wow. Could you teach me that trick? The woman's eyes flash mischievously and she shrugs in mock discontent. I don't suppose it would hurt to teach you a trick or two. She spends the next few minutes showing us various ways to look cool when handling guns, a lesson we will definitely remember. Yeah, that's even probably more important than the shooting itself, right? Like looking cool while shooting. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Can I ask you something else? Okay, I'm all ears. Did you hear any interesting rumors? Nothing to make your hair stand on end, but there are some very curious local legends. For example, that far in the mountains to the west there may still remain some old warheads from the war. Or take the story about bunkers where weird experiments were conducted on corpses. Of course, it's probably all idle gossip, or is it? Yes, the Wasteland is an interesting place. I have another question. Is there a place in the city where an adventurer can find a good job? I honestly have no idea, but I'm pretty sure such places exist. The Wasteland doesn't like people who are always in a rush and don't pay attention to the world around them. So keep your eyes open, use your brain and see what you find. You can get a job even in the least likely of places. Well, I appreciate your advice and I will heed it. Do you trade with people? No? Well, you don't even have money. Like even not for the cheapest of stuff. And we don't have, we are really out of stuff that we want to depart with, right? So, and so far, well, or maybe the leather breastplates actually, but in so far and the rusty knife, and so far our time here, we didn't talk with that guy. Our time here is good. So, okay, many thanks for the advice and thank you for the lesson in looking cool. I'll continue my quest for adventure. See you later sometime. Yeah, we got 5 points, so that's cool. That is nice. Pistols and SMG 62 now. That was very welcome. Very nice. Saving the progress. There was a person in red pants. Ah well. Now let's just go here. Like this direction. There's another lady. An elderly woman is taking a walk on the street. On her left arm we notice a milky colored scar. It's about 20 centimeters long and looks like she had it for several decades. Oh. 20 centimeters. What do you need from old Rulita? I have already sold all my harvest to the people from the suburbs. Ah, what harvest are you talking about? Are you a farmer? The woman's face lights up. When I was little, my grandma and I got lost in the forest. Since then, I'm really good at finding my way through the wilderness. I know every bush, every mushroom, but most importantly, I know where to search for healing roots. Then I sell what I find to the moonshiners and or people who cannot afford medicine. Oh, so that's what you meant, I see. Can I ask you some other questions? If you have no one better to talk to, sure, why not? Although I don't have anything that would surprise you. Are you alone here in the city or do you have relatives that are helping you? I would have never survived out here on my own. I live here with my husband, my dear Tadeusz. He doesn't work anymore, but every engineer is interested in his advice. Ah, so that's how it is. One more question. That sounds like an interesting person, by the way. And how do you find life here in the city and around? I'm a simple woman. I have no use for any extra comforts. A roof over my head, a blanket with no holes, and bread on the table at least every other day. All of that is possible here in Krasnoznameni, so I'm quite content. That's indeed quite modest. One more question if you don't mind. May I ask what's the story behind this huge scar on your arm? The woman frowns and shyly runs her fingers over that white strip on her skin. The story of this scar is unpleasant. I'd rather not repeat it. Oh, come on, don't be shy, my good woman. Get it off your chest. You'll feel better. The woman grins, amused by our charming persuasion. The darkness seems to attract people. Fine, why not? We nod and listen in silence. She sighs and starts talking, unwittingly stroking her scarred arm. I grew up in a village next to wild woodland. My grandma was a herb healer just like I am now. She knew all the tracks in the forest. However, once, when I was just 10 years old, her and me got lost. Oh, how did it happen? It was as if the road disappeared right after we've entered the wilderness. On our first day there, we thought that some hunters or mushroom pickers will hear us. And all this time we were moving deeper and deeper into the woods. By the evening of the second day, we weren't able to cry for help anymore. We were so thirsty it was unbearable. And then at some point, my grandma kneeled down, hugged me and whispered, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, but it's the only thing that could save us, otherwise we both are going to die. Oh. Were you unable to determine the direction by looking at the sun or moss patterns? I'm telling you, it was as if the forest came alive that day. If there was another way, my grandmother wouldn't have cut my hand with the knife from the wrist up to the elbow. Then the trees began to rustle and a big black goat stepped out of the wilderness. My grandmother quickly wrapped a piece of fabric on my arms, had me on her back and followed the goat running as fast as she could. The trees over our heads rumbled and buzzed even though there was no wind that day. Oh wow, so she cast a spell or something, huh? Are there any goats like that living in our forests? As if you don't understand that this wasn't an animal at all. It was this force. It walked us to the highway and disappeared as if it was never there. Grandma quickly stopped the car and they gave us a lift to the emergency room. There the doctor stopped the bleeding and stitched my hand shut. My grandma told the doctors that I cut my arm on a tree, but he didn't believe her and reported the injury to the police. An officer was waiting for us near our house when we finally returned home. I was so sleepy. I don't even remember what they talked about. That is indeed mysterious. I wonder what's the meaning of it all. I've never asked her about what happened that day, but one thing I know for sure. It's no surprise that all sorts of cultists value children's blood so much. There are places in this world where forces that are beyond our understanding accept it as a form of payment. Oh, and what did she tell the police? How did she explain your wound? I don't remember. By that time I was too tired. At first he was angry, then she told him about the black goat and the man turned all white, crossed himself 3 times and whispered, Le, merciful is the mother of the dark wilderness. What do you think it meant? I don't know, and I have no desire to find out. That's the last I've heard those words. That's the last time I had heard those words, huh? Well, that is indeed quite a story. One more question. Did you hear any rumors lately? No, I'm not big for rumors. There are tale tellers in the city like Yegoria, for example. She knows a lot about Krasnoznameni and the surrounding wastes. Who did what and who went where. Well, even though you didn't want to gossip, you shared a rumor with me nonetheless. And now one more question. Do you trade sometime with people, huh? Well, you do have some stuff. But I think we are rather keeping our rubles, huh? And well, maybe... How about... this here? It's just 22. Yeah, I think we want to rather... We need to collect rubles. So... But thanks for the herb, offering the herbs and stuff. On the other hand, it's better for me to go by. Yeah. Game saved. That's the guy with the aunt. So I think, actually, like here, is this the lady? Oh no, that's Ludmilla, okay. Yeah. We do have some traders here, though. So let's check them out. Fresh veggies. A busy-looking woman in an apron invites us to come closer with a gesture. She has a strong, strict voice like that of a teacher, but she acts like a merchant through and through. Why are you standing there? Come on, buy and buy before someone else buys everything. Well, gladly show me your wares. Oh, she's got 102. But she does have money at least. Yeah. How about we sell her? Oh yeah, we do have another helmet there. How about we sell her? Oh no, we are keeping her in mind, huh? Hold up, can I ask some questions? Fine, I think I can make a pause. What did you want? What do you think about the city? Krasnoznameni, I don't think about it too much. I spend my time here on the market. I see, another question. How's work? Work is so easy. A piece of wood could figure it out. You come by someone's farm, you buy, you load, you drive to the city, you sell. The only negative is that the communities that sell me stuff have less and less products for sale. The earth becomes less fertile with each year. Or maybe they just don't work as much as they did before. Yeah, the plant is dying more and more every year. Now another question. Are you still trading? We just drive our truck to Krasnoznameni once we have the goods. Here it's easy to get a good price and there are more buyers in general. There are places with even greater demand and potential profit, but they are dangerous. Like the mountain pass of Woos. I'm too scared to go there without a whole army of mercs. I see. Well, we are mercs, but yeah... Talk about something else. Heard any good rumors lately? They are all baloney. Instead, I'll give you some advice. If you are planning a trip, look at the sky. If the Saiga star, which you people call Hesperus, is shining above the place you want to go to, stay at home. But if the Saiga is shining at your side or at your back, go there quickly, because the trip will be lucky and lucrative. Now that is an interesting superstition. Maybe I'll check it out someday. Thank you. Let's talk about something else another time. Right? Okay, so then... Here, these guys. Milk! Get your milk over here! The plump, smiling trader greets us with a clap of his hands and a gesture aimed at various foodstuffs he sells. After showing us his wares, he stands near a stand and screams out energetically. A buyer! So glad! Come on in, come on in! Well, gladly, show me your wares. Oh, he's even better at trading. Okay, so yeah, but he does have some rubles and some other stuff. Oh. Precious coffee. Okay, can I ask you some questions? Why not? What is it that you want? What can you tell me about yourself? I'm a trader from a trading dynasty. When my dad served on the Chinese border, my mom used to sell gungming, the cosmetics of the Orient. When Dad was jailed for it, she started selling chess pieces he made in his cell, telling people these were made by Solzhenitsyn. Ah, my role models, both of them. You got some great genetics, buddy. Another question. What can you tell me about the city? It's good. Clients always have money lining their pockets. There are less thieves than usually in places like this. Militia asks for only a little protection money. It's a paradise. The militia is supposed to protect for free. But, well, another question. What do you think about other places around here? Paragon had too many folks of my profession. Other places are way too tiny. No money in those tiny villages. No protection from gangs. Well, Otradnoye is kind of tolerable, but still. Nobody buys anything back there. Well, I like tiny places. Another question. What rumors have you heard? I heard that if you stand before a mirror and say Atom 3 times, a huge 2-legged wolf will appear behind you and will cut your throat. Then it would grab all your stuff and carry it into its lair for safekeeping. What silly superstitions you share. Another question. Well, we might want to try that one out, huh? Okay, let's talk another time. But thanks, you are a really tough trader. Let's talk with this lady. She's got meat and stuff. A feisty merchant woman in a hat lovingly surveys her meat and snack table. When she sees us, she smiles widely and says, "She looks like Latin American or something." Oh, wanted something? Like meat maybe? Well, I love me some meat. Show me your wares. And by the way, we have a lot of meat ourselves. And she's also a really good trader. Yeah, but it's good to know. She's got some stuff. Can you ask some questions? Okay, ask away. What can you tell me about yourself? I'm from Temyevka. It's a village down east. I was selling rare items between a few villages. When I got more money and more bandits started appearing on the roads, I came here. I see. Another question. Yes, okay. Any advice for an up-and-coming trader? Oh, sorry, but I won't be a good merchant if I just start sharing secrets of the trade with someone. My only advice to new merchants, stop being merchants and let me work in peace. Okay, that's a bit unkind and too bad, but well, can I ask something else? What was the strangest deal? What intel do the merchants share? They blabber about all sorts of stuff. There's even a rumor that our government pays bandits to salt caravans from Paragon. That can't be good for anybody if it's real information. Yeah, trade is the blood and soul of the Wasters. Yes, okay. What was the strangest deal you've ever made? It happened when I was still trading in my home village. One night a fella ran into my store asking for some garlic, an axe, a silver butter knife and the legs of my favorite chair, which he turned into steaks right after passing me the money. Business done, he sprinted to an old Boy Scout camp and that was the last anyone saw of him. I think cheap hooch and settled insanity are the real culprits here. That sounds like a vampire hunter, huh? Who knows? So how about another question? Yeah, we already checked out what you have and you are a tough trader, so let's maybe talk with you another time, but thanks. Oh, that is... Oh, technology. Hello. A grey-haired old man surrounded with materials used for welding is sticking his tongue out, trying to fix a used microchip. He only stops working when he notices our arrival. You're here for some shopping, eh? Maybe. Show me your wares. That's actually quite lower, like the 70. Oh yeah, but he's also got 120. Interesting. Interesting. And he's got microchips. By the way, are we actually carrying microchips around? Because if we do, I think I saw some, right? Do we have them? Or we could make a run into the bunker again and then carry out all the microchips. And we have some in our stash, by the way, I remember. Yeah. Okay, so let's... Not really, can I ask you something? Questions, oh? Sure, ask away, I'm listening. How are things around the city? I'll tell you this, everyone is corrupt. It can be very hard for a fair and honest trader to survive in this environment. This city is pushing us to become corrupt ourselves. Yup. Don't worry about that. Just stay strong. Know that honesty pays off in the long term. Yeah. Let me ask something else. Where did you get your wares? I take most of my wares from those stalkers who are willing to sell. There's a lot of old tech around the wastes. It just takes a brave soul to procure it. I have some good friends who manage to do just that. Well, glad to hear that. Let me ask you something else. Yes. Any interesting happenings in the wastes? Friendly stalker told me of a forgotten settlement called Red Fighter. It's a nice place. Too bad it's empty. Here's hoping someone will settle it. Someone apart from bandits, that is. Oh, I hope so too. Actually, we've been there. It looked actually rather nice. Let me ask you something else. Yes? Have you heard any good rumors? People say there's a man in this very town who cannot wake up from his sleep. Some people believe that drugs are at fault. Some say it's magic. What a crazy situation. How can you not wake up? I bet it's drugs. Oh well, do you know where that is? No? Well, maybe we'll find that person at some point. Okay, thanks and nice talking to you. See you some other time. Oh, he's got screws and stuff. Oh, who are you? Hello, kind lady. The woman with short grey hair slowly walks around the city. When she sees us, she crosses her arms on her chest and looks at us kindly with sincere interest in her gaze. Another traveler walks our streets. This one looks like he is searching for someone or something. Those shoes, that military grace in your step. You are the second person with that gaze that I've met in recent times. So, when will the third one come over? That is an interesting expectation. Who was the first one and why do you expect a third? Haven't you noticed that things in our world come in threes? Either it's a gang with 3 leaders or the local loan shark who has 3 people in debt. Or that time it turned out that 3 veterans of the last war live somewhere in the city, and that's not nearly all. So, who was the first person that looked like me? Not that long ago, I was walking home from the Chamber of Commerce late at night when I saw a tough-looking military man with a submachine gun in his arms. He had such queer mannerisms, as if he was just back from a military drill, even though the military doesn't even exist anymore. You have those too, you know? He said hello to me as he passed by, stopped near a fence and lit a ciggy. I rounded a corner, but instead of going home I started watching that man. Don't really know why. He smoked for a while and then he entered the Mushroom Cult building, or the Mycelium Society as they call themselves. Never seen him after that, but I remembered him very well for some reason. Well, now that's a strange thing indeed, right? Well, let's change the subject. Please, can't you answer some other questions? Just like I expected. Ask away, please. Who are you? What can you tell me about yourself? My name is Claudia, and I am just a simple city dweller. I don't even have a job. Those walks I take from time to time is all I'm good for nowadays. Must be pretty damn boring. Another question. What else did you want to ask? For how long do you live out here? I live here for as long as this place exists. And I lived here even before that, when it was just a simple Soviet city. I lived here for so long, I'm about to spread actual roots, you know? Don't think like that. Why, I'm sure you still have a full life of adventure ahead. Now, another question. What else did you want to ask? We are not saying, see you never again, you vile plant lady, right? So, what do you do for a living? The lady gives us a sad smile. Back in the day, aspiring politicians took wives to fortify their careers, but their passion they kept for their mistresses. In the old world, I became a concubine for one such dedicated man, who held onto his power even after the bombs fell. We are still good friends, even to this day. For those around me, I'm a sad cat lady who has a stash of old money and lives off of it. But I had love in my life, and I had gifts and good times, and even now I have a friend who helps me. But enough about that. That's a dangerous revelation. Yeah, we heard money, right? But another question. We are, of course, we are not burglars or anything, right? Yes? And what do you do for a living? I just told you, and I won't repeat it. Well, I won't push you. Another question? Or did we? Actually, well, sorry. Heard any rumors? I'm not into rumors, unlike my good friend Yegoria. Better talk to her about those. I'm more like my other friend, Rita. She's a calm person who takes no interest in hearsay, just takes care of her home and her husband Tadeusz. He's one lucky man, you know? Well, thanks for sharing that at least. Another question. Do you trade anything? Okay, well, your money does... Well, you keep your money somewhere else, right? But yeah, let us change the subject to goodbye. Then have a nice day. Thanks for everything. And there we go. So we got a level. And actually, yeah, it's probably... Oh, well, yeah. Let's have a look. I think for quite a while we are not in need to increase our speechcraft. We do have 28 points, but I also think that barter is probably... It's already fine, yeah. I think we are just saving some money, but like in the long term it's probably better to increase our stuff otherwise. So how about we increase our sneaking a bit, and I think we need to increase our weapon skills now. The good thing is we increase our throwing weapons. I think that's probably really good. And the rifles, right? Let's increase the rifles. And maybe 5 points into martial arts for 70. Yeah, we are going more into the martial arts. I think we are not going ever to invest anything into melee weapons. It's like maybe 75. And then stealth to 70. Or maybe actually 75 maybe, huh? And then we can actually go or approach enemies easier. Yeah. Let's go like this. Okay, I think that's good. And now we get this one here, right? We have 2. Oh no. Only next level. Like next level we get another one. Didn't we have one before? Didn't we already have 1 point? But yeah. So here, oh, they don't have a level. not yet, of course. 1500, okay, yeah. No, it's fine. Okay, so here we go. Then this one here. Tasty fish. Quick saving. An aged man kneels at a stand filled with fish. Despite the salt and the ice cubes that protect the merchandise from the sun, the smell is terrible. Good day, comrade. Want some fish? Sure, why not? Show me the stuff. Oh, okay. Well, getting a discount here was rather easy, but the guy is a really good trader. Yeah, but we are, well... I mean, by the way, how much would we get for one? Yeah, like, the price is really terrible, but 324 is bad. I'd like to ask you some questions. Sure, what do you want to know, comrade? Do you like it here? I like it so much, comrade. Such a big, lively city with such strong walls. In it, I feel safe all the time. Sad that there's little electricity nowadays because we don't get enough coal. Well, at least there's some electricity, huh? Another question. Yes? Where do you catch the fish you sell? A little bit farther away down the river. Once I also used a large lake, but since people of Paragon started dumping garbage into it, I stopped. Sad to hear. Another question. Ask, comrade. How many buyers do you have? Depends on the times, comrade. Modern fish isn't enjoyed by many people, but in the Chamber of Commerce bunker they enjoy the three-eyed grouper. They fill it with nuts and beets and leeks and fry it in the furnace before eating. They are my constant clients. Oh, interesting. So, the three-eyed grouper with nuts and beet and leeks. Well, they are real gourmets, huh? I'm listening. Maybe you heard some good rumors? They say that the city historian is constantly drinking in the casino. He's sad because Krosno-Znamenny's museum has lost many valuable artifacts from the past, including the heraldic shield of the city's founder, Count Ruewski. Interesting. How... Now another question. Like, I think maybe... Yeah, and that's it. Thank you. See you another time. So I think maybe that's actually the shield. Didn't we hear something about this? The shield parts. Ruewski or something. Piece of shield. Yeah. Probably not. Oops, sorry. Here. So, now we are getting hungry again, but not very much. So, okay. So, but we've worked around the... oh yeah, retail, so yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one where we need the strength. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, that's a good haul. Hexogen. We have the honors. Antidote in the garbage. Yeah, and some more. Right. Yeah. Take all. Did we talk with her already? Oh no. A smiling old woman slowly walks the streets of Krasno-Znamenny. She almost walks into us before noticing us and lifts her tear-filled eyes on our level. I didn't notice you at first, child. Forgive me. Well, no problem. Can I ask you some where are you going? Do you have business to attend to? No, it's okay. I need to watch where I'm going to. Sorry? Where are you going? Do you have business to attend to? I have lots to do. I have to catch all the discounted goods the traders sell. Buy some salt from the mountain pass of Woos. Pickle some cabbage and cucumbers. No rest for the elderly. Yeah, life needs motion. What else can I do? Oh, so how are things outside of the city? Is everything okay back there? Tell me, child. Calm my heart down. Well, it's okay. People live and make friends. Thank God, that makes me so happy. I'm glad to help out. Care to change the topic? Let's do that, child. May I ask you some questions? Sure, child, go on. Do you like it here in Krasnoznameni? It's a good city, but when me and my late husband settled here, it was much, much worse. All the things that happened back then. Every night houses on the outskirts were ablaze. There were gunfights 24/7. But hey, we survived. Well, I did. Oh, well, that's good. So can I ask you something else? Aren't you tired of listening to an old hag? Nah, we appreciate that because you are not an old hag, but just a very experienced person. So what's new in town? I don't really know. Ask someone else about that stuff. Okay, I see. Did you hear any juicy rumors? They say that there's a man in Figilevka who tells people he's a shaman. Can you imagine that, child? A shaman? Disgusting. When the Soviets were in charge, people didn't believe stuff like that. But nowadays, oh, things change. Another question? Please, child. What should I check out in the city? Oh, I don't even know. I'll tell you one thing, though. Don't go to the ship in the port side. Terrible things happen there. Sodomy, alcoholism, drug abuse. I don't even want to think about that place. I see. Can I ask another question? You're a curious person. Do you trade anything? An onion, maybe? Well, I mean, we don't really need the onion, right? What we need is rubles. Yeah, and we don't have anything that we want to trade with her anyway, so okay. Okay, then have a nice day. Thank you for the talk. Thank you very much. So here, there's something here. No, there's not. Oh, she's living here, okay. And there we go, okay. There's a house here. Oh, that's nice. Okay, someone that's there. Okay. 2 potatoes. Yeah. All right. And then here, nothing there. Oh, there is something. Why is it not green? Ah, because there's nothing in there. Yeah. Okay then. So, and then here. Okay, well, but nice little modest houses. And she's got actually a big one, or she actually... with a TV. A huge TV. Yeah, well, okay. Going there. Oh, that's the cult. Okay, well, maybe that we do later on. Oh yeah, that's actually... let's go here. That's the hospital. Didn't we get some information about a hospital? Oh, that's nice, but there are no children playing here. People are so radiated. Wasn't there something with the hospital? I don't know, there's something with the mushroom cult. But I think like the hospital is surely a good place to check out. An elderly militiaman is standing at his post, watching over the dirty streets of Krasnoznameni with a serious gaze. Noting us, he frowns sternly. Well, he looks indeed serious. What can I do for you, comrade? Well, nothing in particular, just wanting to ask how service is treating you. Very well, thank you. Even better when I'm not being distracted from my duties. I think it would be best if you direct your questions at the younger officers. Okay, well, I wanna ask where's the best place to get medical help in Krasnoznameni? Right behind my back there is our hospital. The people working there are real saints. They'll fix you up in no time. But if you need to buy medicine, you should go to the pharmacy. It's close to the city gates. Okay, thanks for the advice. How's life on duty treating you? Very well, thank you. Even better when I'm not being distracted from my duties. Okay. Well, I'm actually interested in all sorts of gossip and rumors. I heard that this fellow Maslov, the hero of the Battle of the Berlin Wall, who lives here in the city, is just pretending to be a war hero. But since I wasn't in that battle, didn't serve with Maslov, and don't even read the papers, I can't confirm nor deny these claims. Oh, so that's how it is. And how is your service going? Very well, thank you. Even better when I'm not being distracted from my duties. Okay, then, good luck in your service. Thanks for the info. And let's go in here. There's a person. Oh, yeah. The bored woman at the counter gives us a quick look and quickly lowers her eyes at the paper bag in front of her. Ah, reading something interesting. The woman sighs and puts her tattered book aside. Not really. Chicklet, do you have an appointment? No, I've just popped in. Then I'm afraid I can't help you. Well, how is it possible? Such a beautiful lady sitting alone, all bored. The woman smiles, looks away, then lowers her eyes before raising them at us again. Why bored? I have plenty of things to do. There's usually a lot of work. You've just happened to come on a quiet day. Well, I see you like reading. This is very rare in the Wasteland. The woman snorts and looks us in the eye. I like men who read books. It's so unusual these days, so intriguing. Well, I just read quite a couple of books just a few minutes ago. Maybe you could tell me about your favorite authors and I'll tell you about mine. The woman looks at us half smiling. Why not discuss this issue if you are interested? Yes, it could be interesting indeed. There's a cool and quiet bathroom here. We could have a cigarette and literary chat there. Unless Zinaida Petrovna interferes, of course. Well, lead the way, why not? Yeah, why not? Right, there she is, okay, there. She even wears shoes. Oh, I think we can... Oh! Can take... Oh! Don't try and steal anything. Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Did we put it back? Oh yeah, okay, so she doesn't like that, okay. But the woman smokes, her arms crossed as she sees us. She gives us a languishing look and cocks her head. My name is Zanna, by the way. Nice to meet you, Zanna. The pleasure's mine. I've always considered intelligence a man's highest virtue. Oh, well, it is time to discuss literature and especially its nuances, right? Well, I guess like that now that she likes men with intellect, there are not so many around with that. But I guess it's still a good thing to use a condom, right? To discuss literature with a condom at hand. Let's do that. Oh! Ouch! There you go. Oh my! Hehehehe! Ah! Oh. Right. Wow. Oh, that was a very fruitful discussion. Oh yes, it was worth 69 experience points. Oh, and now we are kind of... Are we hungry now? Oh, we are super hungry now, okay. Well, I didn't expect that. Let's close the door again. Come on, get out of the way, guys. I didn't expect that. What's going on right now? Oh. Endurance. Exhaustion. Well, that is certainly something. Well, discussing literature is certainly a great endeavor. So now can we actually look into this one right now? Oh yeah, very good. Why did the door open? Guys, come on. Oh, guys, you're just standing in the way. Come on. Well, that was like a very nice distraction, I guess. And I think it was a good thing to use a condom, though. If the lady... Oh, come on, guys. If the lady is just... Let's look into this here. Oh yeah, there's some stuff. A log and an axe. Well, okay. Yeah, and I think actually there are people here. Yeah, let's talk with them. This is actually a good point to end this episode. So we met Sana, a very nice nurse, yeah, who likes us apparently. And now we are exhausted and extremely hungry, so I guess we need to get out of the city quickly before we have problems. But yeah, that we will see in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments you wish to share, please do so in the comment section. And you are very welcome to join the channel as well if you haven't done so yet. So you never ever miss an episode again. Oh, that's a special person. Okay, yeah. We are going to talk with that one. And then we are going outside and... eating. Yeah, so then let's continue next time. Bye bye.